I realized in the last little short segment, that's my brain. We talk about who and what we are and how we think.
Yeah.
That's my brain. Now, that's not everybody's brain, but that's my brain, and that's where my comfort is. That craziness, I can't tell what it would be like on video, but that's kind of how I operate. There's all these boxes that aren't boxes, that are boxes that aren't boxes, that are boxes not intended to be used as boxes like they are. And that's kind of how my brain works.
Well, and
it's filled with...
You didn't know about the boxes until the boxes showed up.
I didn't know that was it until I really saw it. I didn't have the idea. That was her idea. But then I sort of expanded on it and started building it out and moved the boxes around a little bit. And
see, there was a little bit of order to my boxes.
There was a little bit of order, and that's why your boxes changed. You had them all in order, and I had to move them around a little bit. And then fill them with stuff, which that's, as my brain is, that right there is continually changing. That is not standard and going to stay. That's organic in nature. Is that at any given point when I find the thing that's supposed to go up there, it's going to change that wall. And I'm going to put more things there and take things away and move things around and change them because my brain doesn't stay.
Did you put your mom's chair up there? Or did I put that up there?
Which one?
The ceramic old-fashioned chair.
No, I put that up there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool. And is that a Geiger counter I see?
That is a Geiger counter. Funny story on that Geiger counter.
Geigers have been counted.
All right, so when I bought that Geiger counter, it's really interesting. Well, I guess it's interesting to me. I was at a flea market, and I bought that from a guy, and I paid like nothing, $8 for it or something. You would not believe, in the amount of time I bought that and walked around the flea market, how many people offered to buy that off of me. Is that a Geiger counter? I want it. How much? $20? $30? I could have sold it and doubled, tripled my money instantly. And I almost gave it to one couple instead because I knew they really wanted it. I didn't want any money for it, but I ended up keeping it because it just felt right to have it. But it's really interesting. Sure, it's a Geiger counter, and how often do you just find a Geiger counter hanging out in someone's office?
That is a lesson in psychology. Everybody wants what somebody else has. Any one of them could have wandered around and
found it
up.
and paid $8 for it or $6 for it.
You would have been sad that you didn't find it, but look at the number of people. Like if it's all just on a table, it's just stuff. But once somebody picks it up off the table,
it becomes something
you want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Shall we do a Pool Guys top 5 activities to do during the winter?
Okay. Well, we're going to start by having a drink. This is just a styrofoam cup of regular libations.
Adult beverages.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's not add that in the 5. But it functionally is working for me today.
All right.
5
Pool
things.
Guys, top 5 things, activities to do during the winter.
Number 1, plump up a little bit because all of a sudden you're not working and you're eating and drinking. No. Okay.
Well, that may come from...
Well, that might be my experience. Maybe that's not everybody's.
So that may come from the Pool Guys winter persona, which watches Netflix, enjoys snacks, and...
Way too much.
And naps.
And tries to do as little as possible.
A little bit.
I do nap a little bit. I've been known to.
Are those all number 1, or should that be 1 through 4?
No, that's just number 1. Number 1 is Netflix and snack and snooze and have a libation every once in a while. That's just number 1.
Okay, number 2. Attend pool shows and trainings. Learn new things about
Become
the
a better
industry.
version of yourself.
Yeah.
Through all of that, whether I'm doing or not, I'm always working at being a better version of myself, because I do think that's important. Is that once we, typically our society, once we get out of high school, there's very little learning other than specific to your career. There's very little personal growth or learning going on. I think it's important for us to grow as human beings and figure out every day to be a better version of ourselves. So other than going to shows and things, maybe we could call that personal growth, or that could be business growth. Pick one. Would you call it the same?
Yes.
Because we could say the same, then not just go to shows on a business growth standpoint, but also take the time to learn a little bit. Read. So whether this is part of number 2 or number 3 is read some stuff, grow some stuff, learn, increase your knowledge base about what you do, but also just your knowledge base about the world and about things that matter to you and the people around you.
So that was number 1
And number 2.
and number 2. Number 3 is
Well, I would say that it's spend more time around people that are awesome. Hi, awesome.
Hi, I'm definitely not.
okay.
Just one of the ones.
Okay.
Spend time around awesome. Hey, awesome.
Hi.
Awesome just showed up right inside the door
Look
there.
at Lillian.
Lily.
So then that would be number 4. Spend more time with the puppies.
Well, that would be our number 4 for sure. Maybe not everybody's, but
Well, this
I
is
would
about
think
the pool
this
guy
is about the pool
specifically.
guy. You're right.
Yeah.
So although we spend time around the puppies all the time, but we get extra just
And then
hangout time.
number 5.
Hey.
Think about the future. Plan the pool projects for the upcoming year.
Kind of get
And-
rebooted and ready to go.
Kind of plan our imagination for where the season can take us.
Yeah. As we're surrounded by puppies, which was number 4,
Yeah.
spend lots of time with more and more puppies.
Yes.